We seem to always have a few gloomy, wet days during the spring, so it's a great time to come indoors and get your tools in working order. And Alan's going to show us how to properly sharpen some of these tools.
Well, what we're looking at here is a round nose shovel, and we need to be sure to sharpen the top side and just use a coarse metal file, about a 45-degree angle. Go down one side and down the other side. The next thing that we want to look at is this flat blade shovel, and we have some rough nicks here. This is the only time I'd use a grinder, is to take out these rough nicks and then come back with the file and sharpen the top side. This is an example of where it was sharpened on the back side. What this causes is a rough hole, and we should be sure to sharpen the top side of this shovel. The other tool that we have that we use quite a lot is maybe a hoe, and this one you can do a little greater angle than 45. And this will provide a good cutting edge for you on cutting out those weeds.
It really makes it a lot easier,
It
too.
does. Now next we have our hand pruners and our loppers, and we want to talk about cleaning them up. If soap and water doesn't work to clean these up first, I recommend maybe using some carburetor cleaner, paint thinner.
And this is for like sap and pitch, things that are real hard to get off.
And then if it's still really stubborn and stuck to the blade, is some emery cloth, which is just sandpaper that is on a cloth backing. And this works really well for cleaning them up. And then to start sharpening them, and we need to be sure to maintain the same angle that is on the blade. It's either using a whetstone to sharpen it, or a diamond file that you can buy at any hardware store to put a good sharp edge on those blades. And even clean up this edge, the sap and the branches that are left on this part of the blade, be sure to clean them up.
Now, we don't really want to sharpen some of these up because that could give us an uneven cut, right? So they just really need to look for a sharp edge.
Right. And then if there's some really bad nicks, a fine metal file will work to sharpen those up. And we have an unusual gadget here, Steve, and this one is designed to maintain that same angle to make it real easy to sharpen. And you just got it right along the edge of the blade, and it maintains the same angle.
Now, a lot of these are easy to find, like you said, at hardware stores, but we started looking through some of the catalogs. A lot of them are starting to carry things like this, and one in particular is White Flower Farm. They're really a source for perennials, but they're also offering a lot of supplies. And these are kinds of nice things that we'd use in making cuts on perennials, so that's really nice. Now, what else, Alan, would we do?
Well, we just need to protect it and clean it up. I'd recommend either using WD-40 or household oil to lubricate them and protect them from rust, so they'll be ready for you to use next time.
Well, it looks like we're ready to go out and do some work. We appreciate these pointers, and hopefully you'll get some of these jobs done in your workshop too before the growing season gets started. Thanks, Alan.
Thank you, Steve.